today's class, we will be discussing even some more DDL statements. So now let me show you how we can change the name of the table by using rename command. There is a command called as rename. With the help of this rename command, we can change the name of the table which we have already created. Already now create ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ table na create ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, and also we can insert record within it, but still we are able to change the name of the table by using what? Rename command. So hagadre rename command inda navu ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? We can change the name of the table. So hagadre syntax ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ? Let us see. A very simple syntax. As you can see here, we are using what? Rename keyword. We have to use what? Rename keyword. After rename keyword, what we need to specify? We need to specify old table name. And after specifying the old table name, we have to use two keyword. Nodri. So here in this case, I'm using what? Two keyword. You can observe. So rename is a keyword. After this, I'm going to use old table name, and after this I'm going to use two keyword, and after this I need to specify what? A new table name. And as usual, I need to end this statement by using what? A semicolon, isn't it? So it's a very simple one. Assume that we have already created employee table. So now I want to rename that table as EMP. Okay, so you can see here how to rename that table. So rename keyword we have to use. EMP is what? Already name that we have created. Already we have created a table with the name EMP. That's it. Now I want to change that particular name. So now I want to make that table as the employee now. So how to do this one? Rename EMP. EMP is what? Old one, old table name. Now I want to make it as a employee. So two keyword we have to use. After this, we need to specify what? Employee. So this is nothing but the new table name. Okay. So now let us see the demonstration now. Already I have opened the Oracle here, and as you can see here, let me show you what are the tables we have created. Select the star from tab. You can observe we have created product table, student table, student marks, that is ST_marks, SUP, and supplier. So these are the tables already we have created. So assume that in a product table, let us see, is there any records stored in a product table? So for that, let me execute one statement called as select star from product. You can observe here, it is having one record. So similarly, let me select records from student table. Here also you can see we are having a one record, isn't it? Now I want to change the table name of a student. Instead of a student, now assume that I want to make it as UG student, undergraduate student, because if I consider student table, we are having what? UG students and PG students in our college. Now I want to bifurcate those student tables. So now I want to rename this student table as UG student. So how to do this one? Which command we have to use? Obviously rename command. So rename, what is the old table name? Already what we have created? Student. So now I need to specify student as the table name. This is the old table name. So now two keyword we have to use, and I want to make it as UG_student. So if you observe, And if you remember, I told that whenever we are combining more than one word while specifying the name of the table or while specifying the name of the column, we should use what? Underscore to join multiple words. So in this case, UG is one word and student is another word. So I have to merge these two words by using underscore. So that's why I'm going to specify UG underscore student. So now, as usual, we have to end the statement by using what? Semicolon. So now if you look into the statement, what I have written here. So I have written as rename student, which is the old table name, to UG underscore student. Right? So now if I execute this one, let us see what happens. Press enter. What it is showing? It is showing a message saying that table renamed. That means what? It has successfully changed the name of the table. So earlier it was what? It was considered as a student. Now it has been renamed as UG student. Let us see. Select star from tab. So now you can see here, nowhere it is displaying a student table. Elli student table anta display agilla nodri. But we are getting what? UG underscore student. That is nothing but the same student table with the same records available within this, and also it has just changed its name. That's it. If I fetch the records within a UG student, let us see what happens. Select star from UG underscore student. See, we are able to see the records here. Whatever the records present in a student table, the same records available in what? UG student. So this is how we are going to rename the table. Understood? And with the help of rename command, we are able to change the name of the table, but we cannot change the name of the column. Don't get confused. With the help of rename command, we can just change the name of the table, but we cannot change the name of the column, right? So this is regarding what? The rename command. The next command is drop table command. Whenever we create a new table structure by using create table command, what it will do? It will create a table structure within DBMS. Now I want to delete that table structure which we have already created with the help of a create table command. Now I want to delete the entire table structure along with its records, along with its indexes, privileges, etc. Then how to delete the entire table along with the records, privileges, indexes assigned with it. So for that we can use what? Drop table command. Drop table command is used to delete the entire table structure. It will not just delete the table structure. Along with the table structure, it will delete even the records present in the table. Assume that we have created a table with a student, and also we have inserted 1,000 records within a student table. After this, if we execute a drop table student command, then it will delete all the records present in the student table. How many records we have stored in student table? 1,000 records. It will delete all the records. Along with the records, even it will delete the table structure at all. Table structure nu kuda ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Delete ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ, memory ಇಂದ vanish ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ command? Drop table command. So now let us see how to use drop table command. So what is the general syntax for drop table command? A very simple syntax. We are just using what? Drop table keyword. After this, we need to specify what? Table name. Simple. So here, whatever the table name we are going to provide, it must be created. It must be created one. Now create a ಮಾಡಲಾರದ್ದು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ it will not drop that particular table because it is going to generate error. Okay, so drop table, these are the keywords. Drop table. After this, we need to specify the table name which we want to drop. For example, drop table customer. Assume that we have created customer table with 8 columns and we have inserted 100 records within customer table. When we execute this command as a drop table customer, then it will delete all the records present in customer table. Along with that, even it will delete table structure also. Table structure nu kuda delete madutte. Let me show you how it works. Okay. As you can see here, now already we have created what? UG student table now, isn't it? ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, already we have created UG student table, and also you can see it is having only single record. It is having only a single record within the table. ಹೌದಾ? Now if I execute drop table command for UG student, it will delete the records whatever present in UG student table. Along with this, it will even delete the table structure as well. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ. We are able to see there are 5 tables present in memory, present in DBMS. Correct? Now if I execute a drop table command, okay, now let me type drop table keyword. After this, we need to specify what? Table name. ಯಾವ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ನಾವು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತದೀವಿ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ನ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು UG ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡೋನದೀನಿ. ಸೊ now what I need to specify UG underscore student. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ we should specify here. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು UG ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಹಂಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ UG ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ವಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. ಯಾವುದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್, as usual, we need to end the statement by using what? Semicolon. So now look at this statement what I have written here. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿನಿ? ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ UG underscore student. That's it. UG underscore student is the table name which I want to drop now. ಅದನ್ನ ಮೆಮರಿಯಿಂದ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, along with records, along with privileges, along with indexes. So now let me show you by executing this particular statement. Now I'm going to press enter. Now you can see a message saying that table dropped. That means what? Whatever the records present in UG underscore student table, it has been deleted. Along with that, even we deleted what? A table structure itself. Understood? So now let me select or let me execute this statement once again. Now let me show you how many tables it is going to list out. Earlier it was displaying 5 tables. Now let me see, it has to obviously display what? 4 tables. Let us see. Select a star from tab anta nanu command na execute ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So now let us execute this. Now you can observe there is no table with the name UG underscore student. That means what? This table entirely dropped from memory. So this is how we can execute a drop table command. Even table structure no drop ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. Table structure ಸಹಿತ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜಸ್ ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ, ಅವು ಕೂಡ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವು. ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವು. Understood? So this is how drop table command is going to work. So there is one more command. You can observe here. I'm going to specify notes at the below here. It will delete all records of a table along with the table structure. Table structure in the sense, whatever the command we have used, create a table with a column definition and all, that will be treated as what a table structure. Along with the table structure, it will delete indexes and privileges. Every table is associated with the index table, so that we can fetch particular records very quickly. Because of index table, we are able to fetch a particular record very quickly. So hangirtada. So avu kuda delete agtav. Right? So along with this, even we are having one more command, that is truncate table command. So how to use a truncate table command? And what is the use of a truncate table command? Nodri, drop table command execute madidre enagutte, along with the records it will delete a table structure, indexes, privileges, all. But if I execute a truncate table command execute madidre enagutte, it will delete only the records present in table. Artha madkolre, it will delete only the records present in the table, but except table structure, indexes and privileges. That means what? It is going to delete all the records present in the table, but table structure remains there itself, privileges remains as it is, index remains as it is. Avu ಏನು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವು ಏನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗಲ್ಲಿ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲಿ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗಿನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ. If I execute what? Truncate table command. So again, the syntax is very simple. Like drop table, we are using truncate table name. That's it. For example, truncate table customer, semicolon. If I execute this particular statement, it will delete all the records present in customer table, but customer table structure remains. ಅದು ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅವಷ್ಟೇ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾವ. ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಗೆ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾವು, ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಂಕೇಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್? ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜಸ್. ಸರ್, ಇದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ನಾವು DML ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಲ್ಲ? ಎಸ್, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. But if I compare truncate table with delete command, truncate table executing faster than delete command. Delete command ge matte truncate table command ge ನಾವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ truncate table command ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? it will execute in a faster manner. Assume that delete command is taking 10 milliseconds to delete all the records. Ade same records na truncate table command en martada, it will consume less time. 5 milliseconds ಒಳಗೆ execute ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So ಇದು ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದು. ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾವೇನೇನೋ DDL ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ಆಲ್ಟರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್, ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್, rename, drop table, truncate table. All these DDL statements are auto commit statements. What do you mean by that? Auto commit ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರದ್ದು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ. For example, how we are going to save a Word document file by clicking on Control S or save button. ಅವಾಗ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತದ. ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೇವ್ its impact on hard disk. So ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ whatever the statements we are executing, DDL statements, these are automatically going to save its impact on hard disk. ಹಿಂಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಂಕೇಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡಾಗಿತ್ತು, ನನಗೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಂಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ನಾ ಟ್ರಂಕೇಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಎನಿ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಕವರಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ? ನೋ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೈಲೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ವೈಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ DDL ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. DDL ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಮುಗೀತು, ಸೇವ್ ಆದಂಗೆ, ಅದು ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್ ಸೇವ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಅದು. ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ರೋಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್. ನನಗೆ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ DML ಕೇಸಸ್. ಡೇಟಾ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ. ದೇರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿ ಡೇಟಾ because those are not auto commit statements. Understood? So this is how the truncate table is going to work. So let me give a quick demonstration on it. So go to Oracle. Assume that I want to delete a SUP table which we have created here. Let me show you, is there any records in SUP? Okay. Yes, we are having what? 2 records in SUP table. As you can see here, ಹೌದಾ, SUP ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ 2 ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿವಿ ನಾವು. ಟ್ರಂಕೇಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಬಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, SUP ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ, execute truncate table command. So SUP is the table name. Now look at this statement, what I have written. Truncate table keyword I have used, and in front of that I'm going to specify SUP as a table name. So now what it has to do, it has to truncate SUP table. It has to delete all the records present in SUP table. SUP table already now 2 record insert ಮಾಡಿವಿ. It has to delete both the records. But table structure delete ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು. Let us see what happens. So now press enter. Now you can see a message saying that table truncated. ಅಂದ್ರೆ truncate ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. So ಇವಾಗ let us see, select star from tab. ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು ಆಗ್ಲೇ? 4 ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು. ಈಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಹೌದಾ? Let us see. Correct? Are we getting 4 records? Are we getting a SUP table there? That means what? SUP table structure remains. Aiti. How about records? Let us see the records by executing select star from SUP. Okay. So now if I press enter, okay, select spelling wrong agide nodri. So this is how we should be very careful while writing a keywords. Select star from SUP. So now press enter. Now you can see a message. What it is showing now? No rows selected. That means what? There are no records within SUP table. Understood? So this is how the truncate table command, drop table command, and rename command of DDL statements are going to work. Hope you have understood.